All right, you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourself, and then you can start talking about what you've been doing with Twilight Star this year.
Okay, I'm Gary Church.
Darren Dirt Church.
We're also known as the Brothers Church whenever
Brothers
we
Church,
collaborate
okay.
our skills.
Uh-huh.
We're both co-founders of Twilight Star Studios, based here out of Springfield, Ohio. There's 3 founding members that are actually left in the studio, so Mr. Frank Rayner couldn't be here today. Anyways, what we've been doing this year, we've slowed down a little bit, trying to catch our feet because we've had a shuffle of duties and responsibilities for different members of the studio.
So you
More or
production's
less.
gone down to a paltry 6 books, I heard?
Well, the year is not done yet, so we
That's
might
true.
be able to get another one out, maybe 2, if we're lucky. Yeah, I mean, for us, considering the fact that we're an independent studio, I still think 6 books is, that's like a book every 2 months.
Yeah.
I mean, even though we like to throw out 2 or 3 at a time when we do them.
Mhm.
But yeah, the last one that we put out was just before Champion City. It was the Art of Twilight Star that highlights the actual artists, stuff that they've done.
Past and previous work.
Yeah,
Well, it's the same thing.
And past and present.
Yeah.
But it gives you a chance to see their artwork, you know, not stifled by storytelling. The stuff that they like to draw and stuff that they like to do. So, but the books that we actually got coming out in the near future, we actually have a coloring book, which the title is still in the works. What was it, Monsters of Mayhem or something like that?
Yeah.
These beauties and
I think they changed it.
I can't
I think
remember. Well, anyways,
Okay.
yeah, there's that, and there's Saigan issue number 4, Tales from the Field 7, Cyber Prize hopefully towards the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year. I've been saying that to Stacy for I don't know how long. It's done. I just have to put in the computer work to get it done. So.
That's before formatted and everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's 96 pages.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Okay.
He's currently working on the 2nd edition of it. He's also got Saigan number 5 done, and so far I think that's pretty much where we're at right now. We're also working on future books like Tales 8, Saga, Neutron God, is still in the works. Once I get the workload I'm on now done, then I can focus more on the stories that we've been talking about for years.
Yeah.
I mean, we've drawn stuff up years ago. We've been making comics for years, and we got away from it, and I'd definitely like to get back to it. I actually had every intention of drawing one of my characters today, but I never had a chance to, you know. It's just,
selling all them books and product.
Yeah. Prints, books,
Okay.
commission work, you know.
Well, when you plan on doing something, that's when you're the busiest.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Maybe a
No.
little bit of
Okay.
looting in the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you gotta do. I mean, you gotta survive. And even though it's not comic books, but when you're excuse me,
It's okay.
selling your print, stuff like that, you're still getting your artwork out there.
Okay. So you guys enjoyed the comic trade. You've been doing it for quite a while now, going on. Well, this is the 5th Star comic.
as a studio,
As
yeah.
a studio, and you guys were doing it long before that. The challenges you feel that you've succeeded at.
There's still more challenges out there. I mean,
Okay.
this is just scraping the iceberg, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as far as succeeding, yeah, we put books out, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really consider this succeeding until this is my living. This is
Okay.
what I do
Okay,
to
well, that's fine.
pay my bills.
Well,
I mean,
good
some people
start.
do that, you know. and
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to do that.
Yeah, just
If I
like
could
this
turn
one.
around and make books and do commission works and get thousands and thousands of dollars a month for doing it, yeah, I'd be there in a heartbeat if I ever got that good. So,
Okay.
You will, you know, just gotta believe
it's not even that.
and try.
Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of, that's what it's all about, that's what it boils down to, is, don't never give up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your last 3 books. You mentioned the one there is,
Art.
show us the art book that just came out in October.
Yeah.
Good job. It's done with all the artists and their base thing. It's available through the website or?
Well, right now it's through stores.
Through stores.
We're looking into getting
Okay.
PDF files and stuff
Okay.
like that
Okay.
for past and future books. So
Okay, cool.
we got to sit down and sell that. Like,
But if they would like to have a copy, they can contact us through, Twilight Star on Facebook.
Okay, very good, very good. That's always good. So, what the other latest ones that you had, or?
oh, this one is Ron Fortier's Tales of the Macabre.
Okay.
Basically, it's a bunch of Ron Fortier's stories,
Ooh.
but these have been done more or less by the artists that are either currently or have been with Twilight Zone.
Okay.
So we took an amalgam of the stories that they've done and put them into a book.
Uh-huh.
And then the Unnaturals, that's actually Unnaturals 2.
Mhm.
Those stories are basically centered around a vampire named Chalice.
Okay.
And it has different stories of her in it, and then, of course, it's got some other advertisements for other books and stories and stuff like that in it also. It's got, I can't remember, Disturbing the Priest. That's the one story I do remember. But they're all good books. You know,
Okay.
Stacy Gaston, the same guy, the artist that did Cygan, has a lot of work in that. And I can't remember the guy's name. He did this.
Look at it.
Yeah, let me look his name. I apologize.
That's
I
okay,
apologize.
no
I
problem.
apologize.
I like putting the U in YouTube, so.
Let me see.
Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson, okay.
I apologize,
Shout
Eric.
out to Eric,
I apologize, Eric. But I think he did a story with Siren in there. I'm gonna pick that book up to you.
This one?
Yeah. Like that way.
Let's see, Siren. Yeah, Siren right here. And let's see, Stacy. Oh, I'm sorry. There was also a story in here. Let's see, the artist. Steve Richardson.
Yeah.
And then Bill inked that story. Letters by Brett Fowler, Stacy Gasson. Big shout out to George Warner.
Yeah.
He's been lettering Stacy stuff for a while. Seth Lyons. Maybe that's who it was. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it in there. I think
Well,
it
out
is.
of all of the books, which one sticks the most in your memory that you worked on?
Out of all the
Out
books
of
that
all
we've
of
done
them,
so
yeah,
far.
one of your top one there, or maybe give me a top 5. Okay. You know, the 5.
For me,
books.
I mean, I've done, most of my artwork goes in Tales from the Field, so that's not
Okay,
fair.
so it's like Tales from the
Yeah.
Field 1 through 5, or,
Yeah, well,
or
yeah.
4
That's
through
what-
7.
That's where a lot of mine's been.
Okay, well, that's fine.
And then, of course, we've done some natural stuff and.
Was there a lot of challenges when you were putting together the Tales from the Field? Or,
It was with the first issue,
Uh-huh.
because, you know, that's when we first was starting off and trying to find, you know,
Trying to find the
printers
voice.
and all that stuff, yeah. But after that, it wasn't too bad, and, you know, after we settled down, excuse me, I got I'm sorry, man.
That's okay, no worry, man. This is spontaneity. This is what people turn on to YouTube.
Yeah, that's fine, but, yeah, I mean, there were trials and tribulations,
Yeah.
and there still is, I mean,
Yeah.
one of the hardest things to find is a formatter and a letterer.
Okay.
Letters, I understand that because, I mean, unless you really like doing that type of
Yeah.
stuff, it is kind of hard to do. But formatting, like I said, I've had to take on different responsibilities, so I do that
Okay.
now
So
myself.
formatting is
Yeah, and I
is
mean, I'm
something you're always
also,
looking for, good letters or something.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
looking
always.
for,
I mean-
practice your letters.
because the thing is that we've always tried to push out is that we welcome, you know, talented artists who haven't had a chance to have their work seen or anything like that. And I mean, we like to give people at least something, so this way when, even if they only do one short story,
Yeah.
they got something, like Victor was saying.
Yeah, the show.
Well, yeah, you're like, well, what do you
Well,
done?
that's
I've done
both.
this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and people can talk all the smack that they want about us. I mean,
Yeah, well-
but that's what we're about. We're about trying to get books out and trying to get artwork, and we're trying to get people's names out there. You know?
And that's why a lot of people have basically agreed to do some stories and, you know, artwork and lettering because it gives them a resume
Mhm.
also, you know, so they have a copy to show somebody that they've done something too.
So you got to
Well, it's one of those things where you really enjoy this and you've spent
a lot of time and
a
money.
lot of time and money, but it's you guys have really developed to the brand. I enjoyed coming and.
Yeah, because our
See
next,
you guys.
I'm sorry to
No,
interrupt,
go ahead.
but our next goal is to
Mhm.
maybe have some of these in color and stuff. That would be the next
Okay.
big thing that
For a
we'll
full
do.
color issue and,
But right now
We've
we got-
had color issues,
yeah.
but I mean,
But
the
constantly
thing is
producing
that-
it, so.
Yeah,
Well, it's a
yeah.
cost you don't really need at the moment.
But
It's-
the thing is, if we had a colorist, I mean, we
Mhm.
could always go back and color on
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, Larry Elmore's doing that from a series back in the 80s, that he's now realizing how much coloring takes time to do.
Yeah, yeah, I mean.
Especially when he's dealing with a 360-page book.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I mean,
but,
yeah, I mean, and if, I would love to find someone that'd like to color, you know, and I'd easily go, here, well, we got some old issues. You could try.
yeah, here's your resume,
Good
yeah.
luck with
come-
that.
yeah, here's your tryout.
I mean, 'cause we've
Let's
got,
see. If you were to give your younger selves advice right now, what would you say?
focus.
Yep. Never
Okay.
give up.
Never give up?
I never
Okay.
did.
Never surrender.
I never have given up, and I doubt I ever will. I mean, even if, say, things go bad and, you know, there is no more Twilight Star, that's not going to make me stop drawing.
No, okay.
I've always drawn comic books, and I've always, I mean, since I can remember. You know,
Yeah.
this guy, I was always, you know, as a little kid, chasing on his coattails. You know,
Well,
I mean,
okay.
he'd sit up there, I'd see him drawing, and then, of course, well, I want to imitate Big Brother, so I'd be over there trying to draw
Mhm.
too.
Yep.
I remember looking at stuff and trying to draw. And
Yeah,
then,
then
then imagine it, then you come over and be like, well, why don't you draw your own stuff? You know?
Mhm.
So then I try to draw my own characters, and then I've always drawn. I mean, I can't remember a time where I haven't been drawing. And, you know, some people got natural talent.
Mhm.
I'm not one of them.
That's why you gotta
he has
practice.
natural ability.
No, I mean, it's people that have natural talent have the ability to be able to just pick something up and do it.
And
This
you've been
ain't
able to
something
do
I've
that.
done. No, I've drawn for years and years and years to get to what little bit of skill I have now.
Mhm.
So,
No, don't shorten yourself on that.
well, I don't, but I don't over exaggerate myself either. You know,
Okay.
I know where I'm at. I mean, there are thousands and thousands of comic artists out there, and I
Yeah,
mean,
there are.
I'm better than some and not good as others, and I'm not even in the same category as some of a few of them. So.
Okay. Well, how about this now? Well, if any artist, living or dead, could walk through that door right now, which one would you guys want it to be?
Out of anybody?
Out of anybody.
It'd be hard because I've admired a lot of
Okay.
artists in the time. I mean, like,
Give me a list.
like I've always been influenced by. I've always liked. You know what I'm gonna say, don't you? Like Neil Adams,
Mm-hmm.
and even the Buscema brothers. You know,
Uh-huh.
Sal and John Buscema.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been a big fan of Arthur Adams.
Okay.
I haven't really.
That's who I forgot to look up actually.
I looked him up and he wasn't accepting me. Oh, I think I am friends with him now. Yeah.
So a lot of times you'll go on there and they'll say not accepting for
Yeah.
right this minute, then later on they get hit up. But me,
Well, they're trying to maintain under that 5,000 or however.
Yeah.
I have to say, I actually met one of mine with the
Oh,
Angel
yeah.
Medina.
Mhm.
He's a really nice guy. Shout out to Angel. But,
There you go.
let me see. Of course, Frank Frazetta.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Tim Vigil. Tim Vigil's he's influenced Mars quite a bit. Who's saying who else would I like to meet? I'd actually like to meet, I don't know how he'd be, but I'd like to meet Jack Kirby. Just
Okay.
because man did a lot of work, man. I mean, just like, dude, where do you get that drive from? But plus, you know, he's one of the most influential artists around.
Yeah.
But let me think who Simon Bisley.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've loved his logo work. Let me think who Mark Texiera.
Okay.
I was a big fan of his artwork too. I mean, I could go through
Yeah.
this. Well,
Yeah.
one.
Okay, well, how
the top
about we-
three would be.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Top three: Alex Ross. Sorry, Angel, I can't put you in there because I met you already.
Yeah. And you're disappointed it's below 3.
Well, he's in good company though. you know
Yeah,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
go ahead.
I threw Alex Ross in there because
Mhm, yeah.
Alex Ross good. Frank Frazetta,
Yeah.
Alex Ross, and then probably yeah, I guess it would be Angel Medina. Would be my top 3 artists.
Okay. Now, who would you say currently in the comics industry influences your style? Or who do you look for
I
inspiration?
can't really say it because I really don't really read mainstream comics
Okay.
anymore.
No problem. I can
and,
understand.
I see a lot of it on YouTube and
Yeah, I know.
Facebook and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
I tell
Shout
you
out to
what,
you
I
two.
mean, there's a few artists that I will pick up the book. I might not
Yeah.
buy it.
Yeah, but you'll look at the
I'll
art.
look at it as I like Jay Lee stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Lee always.
Oh, yeah.
Pick up Jim Lee stuff, and then of course Angel. What's his name? Alex Ross.
Mm-hmm.
And those are pretty much. I mean, this. Oh, Wiles Picasso or Picasso. I'm sorry, Wiles. I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Yeah, well, you read it, but you don't know how to say it.
Well, you say tomato, I say tomato.
Yep, that's right.
You say what is not. But I don't want to insult the good man.
Yeah.
Because I'm friends with him on Facebook, and he put some amazing artwork out there.
Okay, good.
And Mark Silvestri. Actually, I'd like to meet most of the people from Image when
Yeah.
they first put Image
First
out.
put it in the ground.
Well, including,
Tom McFarlane.
well, of course everybody wants to.
Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, which everybody hates now for some reason.
Yeah.
He's alright. I mean, I liked him, but I mean, when he was, well, you gotta understand, he was a young guy.
Yeah, he was, and that's why everybody gave him his props,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know. But even though now everybody talking about his art subs, he can't draw well
Mhm.
and all this other stuff, but you gotta give him credit for what he's done.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and he was
Yeah, gotta give him
young at the
respect.
time.
He's
Yeah.
still doing comic books, so
Mhm.
what are you doing?
That's right.
No, I would never completely dog anybody, not unless they hated on me,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But even if they did hate on me, hate,
Mm-hmm.
because that means I'm doing good.
All
But I don't really have anybody hating on me anyway, so which means I'm not that good.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much.
appreciate
Congratulations
it.
on StarCon 5 here that we're wrapping up, dead dogging it. And this is the Dread Pirate at Gaming, signing off.